Hey, we're back again. Felicia's decided it's time to play fetch again because anytime I go to do anything in the kitchen, she senses it and automatically just thinks it's playtime. And another fun Felicia fact, you may hear that ball drop occasionally. She'll bring it here and drop it way over there like I'm Mr. Fantastic and reach. Oh, she actually brought it over this time. Hell of a dog I've got in this cat. That was a horrible throw. That's on me. I'm sorry. Um, anyway, I'm digressing completely. I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my favorite things ever, sausage balls. And you can really make it with basically 3 ingredients. It's stupid easy, and it's something that can keep for a couple days if you don't eat them all, which it's hard to not eat them all. And it's great. It's one of those great things, especially on Christmas morning. You can literally just wake up, throw a couple on the microwave real quick, and they're like good as news. What a sausage ball that I'm talking about is it's like almost like a meatball in size and in appearance, but it's like a sausage biscuit, a cheesy sausage biscuit all in there. And I know it sounds kind of weird. I don't have any finalized examples to show you. But I'll definitely post a picture in the comments once they come out of the oven because I'm not going to waste time while they're baking because it's going to take quite a while to bake them. But I'm going to show you the basic steps to do this. I don't know where sausage balls originated from, but growing up in the South, I do remember them, especially around Christmas time. That's really the only time I do them. You can make them whenever. I know people had all kind of different editions. But I'm going to show you just the most basic recipe, and it's the one that I use for pretty much all of my sausage balls. Actually, let me go ahead and crack open this monster here. If you haven't had the, what's this one called? The Pacific Punch. I know it's backwards for everybody looking, but I'd like to at least kind of show you what the can looks like. You know, someone worked hard for that pretty mermaid lady and that shark and everything else. But this is like Hawaiian Punch with a kick, all right? So, sausage balls. Portable little sausage biscuit. You can dip them in stuff you want. You ain't got to. What we're going to do is, for this one, we're going to take 2 pounds of sausage. I like the extra sage, and I also like the hot. Please don't get the regular, because the regular, when it cooks with everything else, there's just no real flavor. Get some flavor in your life. Get some seasonings, please. You know, I want y'all don't be eating no bland ass food, especially around the holidays. And this probably ain't the most healthy, and I'm gonna explain that as we go too. Okay. But so I'll go ahead and take just this first little chub of the sausage here, and I hope everybody's doing good today. We're gonna start cutting into this. Just basically just dump all this sausage, this delicious pork goodness. Yeah, I guess you could use other kind of meat if you want to. Pretty much any kind of really fine mince. I guess you could do the similar recipe with if you wanted to. Then we're going to take the sage as well. We'll dump this in here. You got to have a lot of sausage for that. At least I like it. And you can do varying amounts, and I'll explain that a little bit as we go too. Some people like a little bit more of the biscuit kind of texture, I guess we'll call it. Some people like more of the sausage. I like a good balance of the sausage, the cheese, all of it. So right now, for those joining us, we got 2 pounds of sausage. I'm using extra sage, and I'm also using the hot. You can use any kind of sausage that you want. You can use any brand. This time I'm using Williams. I've used Wamplers in the past, Tennessee Pride. You name a sausage brand just about, I've probably used it. Good old Jimmy Dean never fails, but extra sage, hot. Don't waste your time on anything else. Next, we're going to add some dry, okay? I've been using the Jiffy all-purpose baking mix lately. Bisquick, this, any similar kind of stuff, the baking mix, where you don't have to add too much to the basic ingredients. It's all kind of in there. I was concerned at first about the Jiffy because with like their cornbread a little sweeter than most people like, so I wasn't sure how the whole baking mix would be, but it's straight. A little bit cheaper than the Bisquick. I've always liked Jiffy products anyway. So yeah, get you some of the baking mix. We're going to start with 4 cups, about 4 cups worth of the mix. That's it. Just nothing crazy. And we're going to have to get a little dirty too here in a second. So I've got 2 pounds of sausage. I got 4 cups cups-ish, mostly around 4 cups of the baking mix. Again, Bisquick, this, great value, whatever you got. Next, I'm gonna kill out this bag of cheese here. I like to use a good sharp. You can get bougie with your cheeses if you want to. You can throw some American in there if you want to. Years ago, my cousin Amy mentioned putting cream cheese in hers. I put a little bit of cream cheese in mine. I'll jump back to this cream cheese in a second. Let me put just the regular cheese. We're going to use this whole bag. This is a 1 pound bag, 4 cups. And for some people, that's probably still not enough. You know what I mean? But yeah, with this cheese, just going right in there too. So I guess that's not too hard to keep up with. 2 pounds of sausage, 4 cups of bacon mix, 4 cups of cheese. Now, say it's going to vary a little bit, especially with your baking mix. You can always add more, but you can't take away, obviously. So we're just going to get in here with our hands. I'm actually going to put this cream cheese in here. Break it up a little bit for us. But you're just going to get in here with your hands, and you're going to mix it all up until you find a consistency. Like, you don't want it too dry. You don't want to be seeing big clumps and stuff. You want a good mixture of everything. And you're probably wondering too, like, dude, you're not going to add no liquid or nothing to that? That's the beauty part. That's the beauty part. That's where all the flavor and everything comes in. These ain't healthy, y'all. All right, like I said, it ain't the most awful thing for you either, but it damn sure ain't healthy. Because what's going to happen is as this sausage cooks and this cheese gets going real good, all the fats and stuff are going to come out of those. And they're just going to drain into that baking mix right there, that Jiffy baking mix. And that's going to absorb it. And then as it cooks, it's going to kind of inflate like a biscuit. So that's what I'm saying. You've got like this weird, crazy sausage biscuit that you can just carry around. I'm just going to drop some clumps in here because I'm about to work this all in with my hands. Make sure you wash your hands first. You wash them anyway. COVID season, y'all. It's flu and cold season as well. Guy working with he just got over the flu. He said it kicked his ass pretty good. I've known a few people now with COVID. I know people that have lost people due to COVID. So just wash your hands, you know. Just be smart. I said, we're going to get dirty. So don't be afraid to get in there and just go for it. Some people will also add some various seasonings. You can do that. You can add some onions to this. Please don't add no raisins. I know some people might consider it. Every now and then in the past, I have put like some garlic powder, a little onion powder. You can do whatever you want to do with it. This is just your basic. So, again, I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to keep repeating it just so y'all remember. It's real easy. 2 pounds of sausage. I used hot and extra sage, all right? Then I added 4 cups of the baking mix, like Bisquick, the Jiffy baking mix, great value, whatever you got. And then 4 cups of cheese. I like the nice sharp. It gives a nice flavor to it, all right? And you really got to work this stuff in because this powder just doesn't like to go into the sausage. But so like this is a labor of love. So we're just going to have to talk it out, man. I hope everybody's doing good this lovely Wednesday night. Some basketballs on, you know, and I'm waiting for that actually to go off. I'm a wrestling fan, as you can probably tell by the shirt. AEW comes on TNT after wrestling's all over, so I'm looking forward to the holiday special. We're just going to keep working. Y'all ain't talking, so I can't talk back. Y'all going to have to listen to me ramble on about stuff. But ultimately, what you're going to want to do is just keep mixing this in, mixing it all together, getting all gross, until you don't see any more of the dry ingredients on the bottom. And it's almost impossible to get all of them because I don't know what it is about this stuff. Over time, I've had to kind of go back and work it. And it just, some of the dry just does not want to go in there. And that's all right too. That's all right too. No one's going to be mad at you, you know. But you want a good texture in there. I'm going to try to at least work enough where I can kind of show you here. Excuse my gross hands. We just take out a little clump, you know, and we're going to make it about golf ball size, give or take. It doesn't have to be exact. You ain't got to measure. That's the beauty part, too. They can just be ugly as sin. But you come up with something that looks like this, all right? And you should be able to see, let me move this over a little bit here, make you see a little bit better. There we go. You see the cheese in there, you see the, and you want to see a decent bit of sausage. Again, you can add more of that baking mix if you want to, especially if you want to kind of stretch out the sausage a little bit. That's what she said. But, you know, it's entirely up to you. I like these just to be meaty, filling. It's a great, especially, even outside of the Christmas time frame, like I said, this is a lazy, for me, it's a lazy Christmas breakfast. Get up in the morning, they already made. Hopefully they survive the night, get the boys smell them. Throw them in the microwave, you're good to go. Even for like the school kids and stuff, if you got to send the kids out in the morning, maybe go catch the bus, just send them out with some balls in their hand, and they good to go. I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what it is. But oh yeah, these already just like this, without adding anything special, are going to be absolutely delicious. So what we're going to do now, I'm at a spot where I'm happy with. I got more sausage in the fridge too, because of course I do. But we're going to put it on a nice baking sheet here. Some people grease them down. I usually don't, because there's going to be enough grease coming out this that it's going to be just fine. There's some little stringy on that sausage, but what's going to happen too, there's some of that cheese on the bottom, some of that cream cheese is going to actually melt, so you'll get almost a nice little crust on the bottom of this when they bake up. So good. The important part too, since I haven't mentioned that, I throw them in the oven for 350. All right. Once it gets to 350, make sure it's all preheated. Throw it in there about 25 minutes. Okay, once you start really smelling it again, that's one of my go-to. I kind of smell stuff too. I was like, oh, I need to get up and go check on that. I set timers anyway, but it's just that nice reminder. At about, you may want to check on them at 20 just to kind of see how they are. But you can kind of look at them and tell. They should start browning on the edges real good. That cheese, like I said, on the edge is kind of melted down. Should be kind of crisping on the outside. Pull them out. Let them sit for a few minutes. Let them rest. All those flavors come back together nicely. And then I usually just put them in a big old glass bowl or a metal bowl. That way I can kind of just throw some foil on them if I want to the next, or once I'm done letting them snack on them for a few. Throw them in the fridge and they'll keep for a while. And you can freeze them too. You can straight up freeze them. They'll probably last a good while in the freezer. I haven't really done that in a while, because usually they don't last that long anywhere I've ever been where I've either served them or been around them, because you can almost guarantee that I'm going to eat every one I can find and get my hands on when I come across them. But yeah, these it's not the cheapest snack, honestly, because like I said, there's the ingredients ain't the cheapest. You got to get cheese. You got to have 4 cups of cheese for this. You got to have 2 pounds of sausage. Sausage ain't getting no cheaper. And then you got to have the Bisquick or the Jiffy bacon mix. Like I said, I've been using Jiffy. It's been holding me down for a while here recently, and I'm very happy with it. But yeah, I'm going to finish rolling these all out here. Hopefully I can hit the finish button down here on the screen. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you all for tuning in. And what else am I forgetting? Have a great Festivus with the rest of us, all right? We'll go air some grievances.